Welcome, everybody. I'm Andy of the Holo Chronicles, and I've got, I advertise as showing off two things that I recently got, but really what it's going to be is three. Hope you're okay with that. I've been going through kind of a weird thing with my collection right now, where I've kind of been purging a lot. Not everybody knows that. There's reasons why, and I haven't probably shared all of my reasons with everybody yet, and I'll get to that on a pod with Josh. But been purging a lot of vintage Star Wars stuff, but that hasn't prevented me from picking up a few things as well. So I'm like, sell 5 things, pick up 1 thing. That's kind of my mode anyway, because it's hard to just get money and not spend it. Maybe you know what I'm going through here. But first, I would be remiss if I did not welcome those in the chat. It's good to see you guys. Let's see. We've got Matt, number 1, first guy in. Scuba Pete, G-Force, good to see you as always. And Scotty, good to see you, Scotty. Brett, JD, awesome. Okay, so we're already getting some folks here, so that's good. Let's start small to big, and really big is just medium sized tonight. But some cool things, unlike anything that I've got in my collection so far. And my vintage collection is pretty good size. It's nothing to sneeze at. But the first thing that I got came in this little white box. Okay, it's taped on the ends. You could send in some proof of purchases, and Kenner would send you one of these back. Now inside, and it has been opened already, but I've never had a baggied figure before. And so inside there's a little catalog. It comes with it too, Return of the Jedi catalog. And I'll leave that in there for now. But it's a Emperor in a baggie. It's in awesome shape. Like I said, I've not had a baggied figure before. And this is a pretty entry-level way to start. They're not super expensive. You can get them for under $100. But yeah. First baggied figure. First and only baggied figure for the old collection. This is true for the G.I. Joe mail-aways as well. I'm always amazed that people were able to get these and then not open them. Like for a long time, this was the only way you could get an Emperor. They didn't put them on the card. Well, they did put them on the card, but this is like the first way you could get them in mail away. And so, I remember as a kid saving up some flag points and getting a Duke mail away. In fact, me and my brothers all got a Duke, so we had 3 Dukes. But that's a lot of flag points or proofs of purchases to save up and then not open the figure. Like, it's not like the Emperor was a background character. He's pretty prominent. And so I'm always amazed that these baggied figures remained in baggies. Bunch of weird kids, I guess. All right, let me catch up with the chat here. You guys are rolling here. Scotty, I did give you some. Shout out to those who are getting back from Joe Fest this weekend in Georgia. Heard that was an awesome time. I heard ICCC was awesome. I think for 2024, the plan is for Josh and I haven't spoken a ton to Josh about this yet. He's a little tough to pin down lately. But I think the plan is that we're going to try and hit ICCC next year. Although Joe Fest would be awesome too. Let's see. Yes, sir. We purged something over the old G-Force. Let's see. Indiana Jones dropping soon, Matt. You're right. I'm optimistic about it, although cautiously optimistic. I guess that would be it. What's up, Anthony? Good to see you. All right, let's see what this says. Talking at dinner about you. Okay, watching Yankees, Mets. I mentioned how DJ LeMahieu comes to bat. I always think of you. Oh, that's nice, DJ LeMahieu. Boo Yankees! But I appreciate that, Anthony. Appreciate that. Okay, number two. Number two, I posted some pictures on earlier this week. So this has already been unboxed, but a couple podcasts ago, Josh and I went through Star Wars special offers. And this is a special offer land speeder. So it's just a regular Star Wars land speeder with a special offer decal on it. And the decal is for a C-3PO, an R2-D2, and they would have come in the box in baggies. And so there's really nothing different about the land speeder or the packaging itself, just that this one, they threw a couple of figures in. And this seemed less of a promotional thing and more of a, hey, we've got a lot of stock to get rid of. So let's see if we can, dangle this carrot in front of the consumers and see if that'll, get them to buy any more. These boxes with the special offer decal, they come on vehicles and on play sets, but they don't show up often. They're kind of rare. And no sooner had I done a podcast with Josh on these, and then one came across my feed on Facebook. God bless Facebook, and also I curse thee. But yeah, I sat on it for a while. It didn't sell. I kept in touch with the seller and eventually came around on it. So again, it's just the sticker. That's the only thing different about this box. And then originally, I don't have the baggied figures, the R2 and the C-3PO. This would have been the Star Wars R2 and the Star Wars C-3PO, not the Empire Strikes Back versions. But I don't have the figures, but it did come with the land speeder and the insert. So the chrome is like perfect. The windshield's, a little, I need to clean it is what I need to do. But yeah, and just a shout out, I had forgotten this and was reminded of this, but Kenner land speeders had the engine compartment. Palitoy did not. That was just a solid top there. So little known fact about Palitoy versus Kenner land speeders. It's these little tiny differences, but on the same vehicle or the same play set, that really make collecting Palitoy versus Kenner appealing to me. Obviously, because I didn't have any Palitoy stuff growing up, but just that it's the same thing, but they're not exactly the same. That's interesting to me. So, special offer box, rare, with common item, Kenner versions, and the insert. Insert's kind of funky. But anyway, that is number 2. And nothing unboxed yet. These are things that I've gotten in previous weeks. What's up, Tez? Good to see you, buddy. Just scrolling through. Yes. So far, comment of the night, Tez. Good work. The sticker. Yeah, the sticker. That's the catch right there. I do have one without a sticker. So I have 2 now. One with a sticker, one without. But that's different, right? What's up, Sai? Good to see you. I'm always impressed that you UK folk are sometimes around for these streams when I know it's like 3 in the morning for you guys. All right, let's get to the actual item that I came home a little while ago and found on my porch. Now I know what this is. I purchased it. This isn't a gift. This is something that I bought. Came in this box here, and I pre-cut it and everything. Just what I don't know is how well the pictures displayed what I thought what I think I'm buying here. Am I getting what I paid for in my head, or is it a version of it, or we'll see. Kind of a custom box job. Now, when you're cutting open the bubble tape on something that you care about on the inside, you really got to be careful that you pull away from the item itself. Now, this is what I'm about to show you guys is a Palitoy X-Wing, and this was a 2023 goal of mine to get. I've wanted one for a long time, and I've had opportunities to get them, but it's just never lined up. Either something was missing, or the R2 wasn't in great shape, or whatever. They're just reasons, and the stars lined up for me to get this one. Okay, so first I'm going to show you the box, because the box is pretty sweet. All right, I'm a cardboard collector as much as anything. You know what I need to do? I should probably get a Kenner one just for comparison. Stand by, I've got one right over here. Oh boy. It's like Jenga. All right. I grabbed the ship as well. Okay, this Kenner box of mine is in poor shape. Okay, but here's the Kenner box. All right, it's the X-Wing. It's got these little sonic boo, 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 like as though it's making some noise, because they do make noise. It's got the red background, Star Wars logo, classic right here, right? Looks awesome on display. Front and the back are the same. Kenner box right here. What's up, Gilster? Good to see you, buddy. Okay, so then here's the Palitoy. Doesn't have the red background. Does have the same white X-Wing, but it's like on a moonscape or something. So a little bit different box art, and clearly the Palitoy logo down below. Okay, so that's the front and back are the same. And just in case you didn't know, they put a little Palitoy sticker on there. Some of the side art panels are a little different, but anyway, you UK boys are probably like, oh yeah, remember it well. Okay, so let's get inside and see the vehicle. What I was saying earlier about Palitoy and Kenner selling the same things, but having little differences between them, you'll get to see another example of what I'm talking about with these. Just want to make sure I don't drop anything. Yes, okay. All right, this did not come with any inserts or catalogs. But doesn't that look nice? That looks clean. Like, I know the red background for the Kenner is pretty classic, but this is like a clean and fresh look. Love it. Okay, the X-Wing cannons came off here, so I'm putting them back on real quick before I show you. Okay, so here's the Palitoy X-Wing. All right, and at first glance, looks very much like the Kenner. Okay, but there are a couple of noticeable differences. First, it's missing a couple decals on the top and on this side, but that's okay. Same decals, top and bottom, as the Kenner version. Same canopy, which is slightly yellowed, which is pretty common. But the differences, okay? First difference. There's no light bulb here because there's no electronics in the Palitoy version. They just didn't put any in. So this one isn't going to make any sounds other than the ones you make with your own mouth and your own imagination. Now, the wings will lock and unlock, just like the Kenner version, but R2 has a shiny chrome with blue insert panels, whereas the Kenner version was painted silver. So the R2 on this one looks cooler. Okay, point for Palitoy on that one. Okay, so no electronics, point for Kenner for having electronics. But Chrome R2, point for Palitoy. So we're 1-1. All right. The third difference is the back is a decal, whereas on the Kenner, it's textured. So those are the differences between Kenner and Palitoy. And let me see if I can go side by side here. Now, the Palitoy one that I got is a little yellowed, but I can fix that. Okay, so let's see. Can we get a good? I don't know if we can get this real well here. A silver versus chromed R2. I don't know if you can see the difference. It's definitely a difference. The back. One is textured and one is a decal. And then electronics versus no electronics. So pretty happy about getting this finally. I can, that's one that, it wasn't like it was so expensive that I just could never get it or that I never came across one. It's just that the timing was never right. And when the timing was, I got it. And it came with the box, which, is important to me. So I like the little differences between them. They do look, pretty much the same. They're the same X-Wing, same mold, everything like that, minus this back part. But yeah, really happy about getting that. Really happy about getting a box with. Let's see, can I do both? Probably not. I don't know, which box art do you like better? The classic red or the clean Palitoy? Classic Kenner, clean Palitoy. What do you like better? Yes. Tez. The batteries. Okay. Fair enough question, Tez. Thanks for the question. Allow me to respond. On the Kenner X-Wing, for you British lads. So here's the button for the electronics. And it's right behind R2. And the battery compartment. Ooh. I got batteries in. Oh, no. Eesh, this is why you shouldn't leave batteries. I know exactly what happened. I put some batteries in to test, and I forgot to take them out. And one of them is a little corroded. That's no bueno. Fortunately, these are pretty easy to clean up. And also, fortunately, there's no corrosion on the inside. But the batteries went in right here. There's a little compartment. It flips up. So, also, PSA, now's a good time to do your yearly battery check on things. Make sure everything still works. Just don't forget to take the batteries out. But thank you for your question, Tez. Appreciate you. Oh, hey, Jace. Good to see you, buddy. If you slept with yours, did you bend the cannons? I would have, no doubt. We got some clean Palitoy. Yeah. So fast. They made their own noises. Yeah. Hey, Jeff. Good to see you, bud. So yeah, there's the Palitoy version, and there's the Kenner version of the X-Wing. I love the X-Wing. It's one of my favorites, and I mean, having two. Actually, I have more than two, but having a couple of these, one in a Palitoy form, has always been something that I wanted to do, just to have side by side, comparisons, and honestly, the Empire Strikes Back box is just for the Kenner is just the same as the Star Wars, but it's got the Empire logo on it. It's still the classic red. And then in Return of the Jedi box, they changed it up a little bit because they went with battle damage. But yeah, the differences between the Kenner and the Palitoy versions of those, even in the battle damaged versions, the battle damaged Palitoy one still didn't have electronics, and the R2 was a shiny chrome color there as well. So those little differences are cool to me. I really like that. Just like the bases being different in Palitoy play sets versus Kenner play sets. I like those little differences. They're basically the same thing, but those little slight differences, hook me to go grab another version of it for sure. That's all I got for tonight. To recap, the boxed Emperor, the special offer decal, and insert with land speeder, and the Palitoy versus Kenner X-Wings. Which one of those three would you like in your collections if you don't already have it? Right, the bagged Emperor, the special offer land speeder, or the Palitoy X-Wing. All are winners in my book, obviously. So there's no wrong answers here. But if you wouldn't mind, leave a comment, leave a like, share with your friends, and above all else, I gotta find that video. Go play with your toys. Thanks for joining. That was not smooth. Yes, I agree, Jeff. Oh, Dino. Better late than never, buddy. Good to see you. Should we try that again? Okay, for reals this time, guys. I'm out of here. I just had to wait to see Dean.